Hey guys, Matt here for the Adventure Portal. It's a balmy 27 degrees here in Cleveland, Ohio in January, but it's not too cold for an installation video. So I wanted to show you a product that I think every four-wheeler should have in their vehicle, and that's the dashboard camera. Now, one good thing about these dashboard cameras is they mount permanently inside to the windshield. They can record non-stop. You don't have to turn them on and off. And you can have various settings for when you turn off your vehicle that they will record if they have motion that goes in front, or if they're a shock to your vehicle, or you can just turn them off. Now in this case we have the BlackVue DR470, and the interesting thing about this camera is that it also includes a rear-facing camera, so you can actually shoot out the back and the front and record at the same time. Now, how does this differ from, let's say, a GoPro? Well, the GoPro has its advantages. It's got a little bit better dynamic range. The sound quality is going to be better. The pictures, a little bit better. And you can mount it on the outside of the vehicle in a waterproof container or the little case that the GoPro comes in. But the downfall is that it goes through batteries pretty quickly, and you have to turn it on and off. So with this BlackVue 470 being mounted, I can shoot back rear-facing 1080p, front-facing 1080p with sound out the front of the windshield, and it's just going to roll through the SD card in here until it uses all of it up. And you can put up to a 64 gig in this thing, so you can have a great time videoing your four-wheel drive adventures. Let's just say you get stuck, you can relive it with your friends. And this is a great security device. Let's just say you get in an accident. You've got video, assuming that it wasn't your fault. It's not incriminating evidence, but you've got video that shows exactly what happened. But when I purchased the BlackVue 470, I had the option for $19.95 to add in this PowerMagic Pro. Now, this little guy allows you to set the cutoff voltage. If it drains your battery too low, it'll shut it off. It also has a timer. You can have it on infinitely, or you can set it for 12, 24, and 72 hours. And additionally, you can turn that function on and off. So when your vehicle is turned off, you can rest assured you won't wake up to a dead battery. So let's go ahead and get this thing installed. All right, our first step is to get the camera mounted, the front one at least, and that'll give us a good idea of where we're going to run our wiring on which side of the rear view mirror. So in this case, it fits nicely behind the rear view mirror, as you can see. And you really can't even see it when you're driving. As far as the passenger position, if I'm looking forward here, you can barely see it. So that's good space for it. The only thing you need to do is make sure that you push real tight when you're pushing this on here after you take the sticky back off, because you want to make sure that the entire pad here is in contact. So you're going to push really hard, make sure that's on. It's a good location for it. You can also tilt it by pressing this front button up here, and it'll tilt back and forth like so. So you can adjust your angle. All right, let's go ahead and mount the power module. And once that's done, we can run the wiring. And then this installation will be done, minus the rear camera, which we can also do pretty quickly. The power module is designed to wire into your fuses by using an accessory here, the red one, and a battery. Now the accessory is 12 volt switched, which means when you turn the ignition on, it's going to turn on, and battery is a constant 12 volts. So you need to find two fuses that are each one. An easy way to find that is going to be your hazards and then your accessory fuse. But in this case, I used the 12 volt door power locks there, or the yellow one all the way to the right, and then the red one there is the switched. Now you do have to do a ground also, and let's see if I can show you this. It might be difficult. There it is, that bolt down in there, right there. That is my ground, and that black wire goes right in there and wraps around that bolt. So anywhere you can find a 12 volt hookup, switched and battery is fine, and your ground anywhere on the frame. And then the cool thing is that I can mount this guy inside of here. I'll show you everything in a little bit, and then I can have quick access to the on-off parking feature, as well as changing some of the settings for the timeout if I need to. So let's go ahead and get this thing wired up and we'll continue on. All right, we have the Power Magic Pro mounted with some double-sided tape inside of the Tacoma's little change drawer here. It's actually a perfect fit. It's almost like it was designed for it, and I wasn't using it for anything else. So it's got its new home in here and easy to access. You have the on-off switch, which turns the unit off if the ignition is off, but the DR470 is always on if the ignition is on. And these dip switches allow you to set the cutoff voltage. In my case, I have it set at 12 volts. So you have two sets of wires going out here, one set to power the unit and the other set that goes up to the camera mounted up on the windshield. Now the wiring goes underneath the dash through here and then easily peels back. Look how easy this peels back. Just the rubber pulls right off and you can pack all your wires in there and run them all the way up. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how the wires are mounted and run, and then I'll show you the rear camera. All right, here's how the wiring is for the DR470. We have our 12 volt that goes up on the driver's side underneath the headliner, and then we have our rear camera which goes up across the passenger side. And it's very easy to pull this back. It just sits here so you can stuff the wires all the way across and down the pillar here and all the way across on the other side. And here is the rear mounted camera for the BlackVue DR470. It is a 1080p camera. It mounts with the sticky back adhesive just like the others. And I put it on the driver's side because the passenger side has the sliding window that opens up, so it won't fit. So this works really nicely. Gives you a good view backwards and forwards at the same time. Again, you can see the DR470 mounted nicely behind the rear view mirror. I can't even see it when I'm driving, and I often forget it's there. So that is the installation, really easy, and I'm going to go ahead and finish up this video by showing you some footage of me off-roading near my house a little bit. Just some light duty trails, nothing serious, but it does give a good example of what you can expect when you mount one up on how it looks. So thanks for watching this installation review, and happy wheeling.